So financial illiteracy is basically not having enough knowledge. So the lack of having an understanding of how you use your personal finances. So being, how do you invest? How do you use your money? How do you budget properly? Those are part of the things that constitute financial illiteracy. The lack of it, by the way, constitute financial illiteracy. So probably maybe I should flip it around and say, now that you're here and you've asked a very important question, what is financial literacy, right? And basically, it's the reverse of what I've just said. Financial literacy is being able to have the ability of understanding and using various financial skills, including budgeting, investing, and personal financial management. So that's financial literacy. That's on the elementary level. That's what financial literacy is.
Okay, so from my understanding, financial literacy is based on 3 things. You said budgeting, investing, and
personal financial management.
Okay.
Yes.
My next question is, why is financial literacy so important?
Financial literacy, Angel, is very important. You know why? Because it is the foundation of every single human being that exists relationship with money. So if you do not understand financial literacy, how do you manage your money properly? That is the most crucial thing that people forget. So the reason why I said the reason why I said finance illiteracy, a black heritage, is because if you look around us, majority of us, which we call it new money, have the mindset of just spending and consuming instead of producing, not managing our money properly. If you do not have a better understanding of financial literacy, you will find yourself in so much trouble. Because why? You get your salary, you live from paycheck to paycheck, you might make poor financial decisions that might bring upon you financial burdens such as poor credit history or poor credit, score. So, yeah.
So, personally, this is for me. So, how do I become financially literate? Because I feel like I'm not.
So, I think what one needs to understand as a person is everybody in this world have some sort of understanding of financial literacy. The difference is they're not just applying it. That's the difference. The difference between the people that are doing well money-wise and the people that are not doing well money-wise is that people that are not doing well money-wise live from paycheck to paycheck. They live to pay their bills. And the people that are doing well money-wise live to create wealth. That is the difference, right? So if you're living to pay bills and one guy is living to create wealth, then the guy that's living to create wealth becomes what you call frugal. He's a frugal person because he understands his money, he uses his money to his advantage, he makes his money works for him, hence he makes money his servant. And this is what we're trying to, drive. This is what we want to embed in the black community, because that's what saddens me. When I look around me, I look at my friends I went to varsity with, I look at my own friends from Ghana, here in South Africa, and I realized that this guy was too smart at school, doing very well at school, an A-class student. Today I look at them and it's very funny because they didn't have financial literacy. So they've gone to work, they're getting good salary. Some of them were getting better salary than I was. But now, not to brag, if I look at my net worth compared to other people around me, I just realize the difference is where I come from, the home I came from, and the home they're coming from. Hence, finance illiteracy, a black heritage.
So, living from paycheck to paycheck, what if you earn like a low income? Like, how do you even begin to
save?
save. Yeah, because like obviously all the money is going towards like groceries and food. It's the same thing. Groceries and rent and transport expenses. So if you're in a situation like that, what would your advice be?
Okay, so it's all a mindset, right? And I always say to my students, play the money game to win. Why do I say that? Because you need to, a part of what you make is yours to keep forever, right? The mindset is, let me ask you, how many times do you buy knickknacks or chips or crispy chips on the street? How many times?
Yeah, like 2 rand.
And how many knickknacks do you buy a day? Like, just be real. We don't judge here.
Okay, maybe 4.
4, so that's 8 rand, right?
Yeah.
So now, assuming that you're getting 80 bucks a week, right? 8 rand is 10%. So the 10% of what you have to keep is what you've just squandered. And that's the difference. Right? So what I'm trying to say is that imagine because you won't die if you don't have knickknacks. Are you going to die? It's something you can forgo, right? So imagine if you have the discipline to always keep that 2 rand or the 8 rand every single day. How much would that be at the end of the month? How much savings are you going to have at the end of the month? So instead of thinking of spending, think saving. I always use this kind of methodology. I always say, you make, you invest, you spend. That's my philosophy. I don't make, spend, invest. No. Make, invest, spend. So rich people save what they make and then spend the rest. Poor people spend what they make and save what's left.
So I was just focused on wanting to have this knowledge to change my life, because I realized on how the way I was raised, the way I use money, the way I handle it is improper.